He had the smile of a politician and the charm of a trusted neighbour. He was handsome, articulate, and disarmingly normal. This was the face that lulled a generation into a false sense of security. The face that made people believe a monster couldn't possibly look so much like one of them. But behind that pleasant, carefully constructed mask was a predator of unimaginable cruelty: Theodore Robert Bundy. He looked ordinary because for much of his life he strived to be. Born in 1946, his early years were shrouded in family secrets. He was raised believing his mother was his sister. This foundation of deception may have shaped the man he would become. As a young adult, he was clever and well-spoken, studying psychology and law, and even volunteering on crisis hotlines, where he was praised for his empathy. And yet, in 1974, a shadow fell across the Pacific Northwest. Young women, mostly college students with long dark hair parted in the middle, began vanishing without a trace. Witnesses recalled a man with a soft voice, often feigning injury with a sling or crutches. He would ask for help carrying books or loading something into his car, a simple, polite request designed to exploit their compassion. His lure was a beige Volkswagen Beetle. That small, unassuming vehicle, with its passenger seat removed, became a hunting ground on wheels. By 1975, the disappearances stretched from Washington and Oregon to Utah and Colorado, creating a trail of terror that baffled law enforcement agencies who were not yet equipped to track a killer moving across state lines. A chilling pattern emerged: daylight encounters in public places with a handsome, educated man who often called himself Ted. Despite tips from his own acquaintances who recognized the sketch and the car, investigators struggled to connect the dots. They were hunting a phantom who blended seamlessly back into society after each attack. Then a stroke of luck. In August 1975, a Utah patrolman, acting on a hunch, pulled over that very Beetle for suspicious driving. Inside, police found a crowbar, handcuffs and a ski mask, tools that raised immediate alarms. Bundy was arrested, and though initially only charged with kidnapping, the net was beginning to close. While cases against him were built, he studied law books, acting as his own attorney. He smiled in court, a picture of calm confidence, as though auditioning for a role he was born to play. Then, sheer audacity. He escaped not once, but twice in 1977. First, by leaping from a courthouse library window in Aspen. After being recaptured, he escaped again, this time from a jail in Colorado. A nationwide manhunt ensued, but Bundy was gone. He resurfaced thousands of miles away in Tallahassee, Florida, in January 1978. There, his rage exploded. In one horrific night, a brutal, frenzied spree tore through the Chi Omega sorority house, leaving a scene of devastation that shocked the nation to its core. His final arrest came swiftly, not in his infamous Beetle, but in a stolen car near the Alabama border. The chase was over. In 1979, America was captivated by one of the first televised trials of its kind. The courtroom became a stage, and Bundy its star performer. He cross-examined witnesses, performed for the cameras, and in a moment of pure narcissistic theatre, even proposed to his former girlfriend, Carol Ann Boone, while she was on the stand. The charm never left. Only its disguise was gone, stripped away by irrefutable evidence, including a bite mark that matched his teeth. Convicted, sentenced to death. After years of appeals and last-minute confessions, Theodore Robert Bundy was executed in 1989. Here's the sober truth. Ted Bundy was not a criminal genius or a romanticized anti-hero. He was a deeply disturbed opportunist who exploited trust, kindness, and the simple fact that he didn't look like a monster. Evil doesn't always snarl from the shadows. Sometimes it smiles, holds the door, and asks for a small favor. So mind the quiet alarms, your own instincts, a strange request that feels slightly off, a story that's just a little too smooth. Politeness should never outrank personal safety. It's okay to say no, to walk away, to prioritize your well-being over social courtesy. Awareness is not fear. It is a profound act of care for your future self. Stay vigilant. Stay safe.